In my last video, I shared responses from 30 parents when I asked one simple question. What's one thing nobody told you about parenting that you wish they did? While going through all the responses over and over again, I realized something, that beneath all of the experiences being shared, there was a common story being told. A story about how difficult parenting is, but also how meaningful it is. So I took the words from all of these responses and turned it into a letter. This letter is from the voices of these 30 parents to anyone who is a parent, about to become one, or preparing for the journey. Dear parents, if there is one thing many of us wish someone had told us before we began this journey, it is simply this: parenting is real work. Not the kind of work that ends when the day is done, but the kind that follows you into your thoughts, your decisions, your quiet moments, and even your sleep. The responsibility can feel bigger than you imagined, sometimes overwhelming, sometimes stretching you in ways you never expected. Some days you may find yourself wondering if you're doing it right at all. You may question your decisions, second-guess your instincts, and replay moments in your mind. Your brain may feel like it never switches off, always alert, always thinking ahead, and always trying to protect the little lives entrusted to you. And yes, there are parts of this journey that can be surprisingly hard. You may realize how demanding it is to raise children in a world that's constantly changing. You may feel the weight of trying to raise confident, resilient, and respectful children, while also balancing work, marriage, responsibilities, and your own well-being. At times, you may even feel like you're losing small pieces of yourself along the way. There will be seasons when privacy disappears, when quiet meals become a luxury, when patience is tested more than you thought possible. Some days you may feel stretched thin, hanging by a thread, learning in real time what no book could fully prepare you for. Because the truth is, parenting is not a script that anyone fully masters. You learn on the job. You learn, unlearn, and relearn. You make adjustments, you let go of some things, and you grow. And in that growth, something beautiful begins to happen. You begin to realize that parenting is not only about raising children, it is also about becoming a better version of yourself. It teaches you patience, humility, sacrifice, and intentional love. It reminds you that children watch what you do far more than what you say, and that leading by example matters more than perfection. You may also discover a deeper appreciation for your own parents and the sacrifices they made for you. And somewhere in the middle of the chaos, between the sleepless nights, the endless planning, the tiny arguments, and the unexpected mess, there is also joy. A kind of joy that surprises you, a hug you didn't expect, a laugh that fills the room, a small voice calling your name, a moment when you realize that the very thing stretching you is also shaping you. Parenting is not a one-size-fits-all, and no one gets it perfect, because it is sacred work. Work that asks for patience, devotion, sacrifice, and sometimes a little help from God along the way. And while the journey may be demanding, many of us will still say this: it is also deeply fulfilling. The days may be long, the lessons many, and the responsibility great, but there is beauty here too. There is growth, and yes, there is joy after chaos. So to every parent, every new mom, every father, and every person preparing to take this step one day, know this: you will learn, you will grow, and you will find your way, one day at a time. This is me saying thank you to every of those 30 parents that shared their responses with me. Thank you for being the voice of these videos that we have made in the month of March. Because of you, we have started something great, and your voices are now being heard. If you have enjoyed this video or you've learned something from it, or if you know somebody that's struggling in the midst of chaos of parenthood, share this letter with them. I'm sure it's going to bless them. I'm sure it's going to make them feel seen. And if you haven't watched the last video where I shared all of the responses, I'm going to link it somewhere in this description box or in the video so that you can watch it. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the community. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.